your first preseason game tomorrow?
I don't think the coaches are quite settled or comfortable. But no, I think we've had a good week of just establishing a foundation of who we want to be. Our attitude, our energy, being a group that's going to remain positive and enthusiastic about what we're doing, and just trying to get a little bit better each day. We have established those things, and I think the strategy, the X's and O's, the execution, all those things will continue to improve over the next 2 weeks, basically, until our season opens.
Is there anything that you're focusing on specifically going into tomorrow?
The main things I think tomorrow will just be starting to develop a competitive spirit, a connection as a team, learning how to kind of fight through situations and adversity, and you feel like the referee missed a call, you feel like you didn't make the last 3 or 4 shots, like things that are not necessarily about tactical or technical strategy, but still team oriented. And for me, that's what I'm looking at tomorrow, is how do we start to become a team. The X's and O's, what we're doing out of timeouts, late game situations, all of that stuff. We get some practice at it tomorrow, but we won't be our best for a while.
What are some similarities and differences after your first week of training camp being here with the Sparks compared to when you're with the Knicks?
Similarities, some of the greatest basketball players in the world. Like, regardless of gender, these are the best basketball players in the world by far. Very, very smart, high IQ, and take the game very seriously. And so, those are similarities. I think the differences are pleasantly surprising. It's like the level of communication and how this particular team at least holds itself accountable internally, right? Where it's not always me or an assistant coach that is delivering a message that the team needs to understand. And I feel very fortunate to have a team that is wired that way. And but I didn't realize how much they talk to each other. And it's a great thing to see so far.
Is there anything that you learned from that Knicks job that you can kind of apply here with the Sparks?
I think understanding that even though it's team sports, it's professional sports, it's about winning, games, etc. But establishing relationships that are based in trust and love and respect and appreciation, that kind of is consistent, And in New York, I was still learning how to do that, and I'll always be learning. But I feel like I learned, how to be better in those areas in terms of being able to develop relationships with the whole team, individual players, their communication style, how they learn, and then also learning to trust my instincts. You get a chance to do something that doesn't quite work out, and then you get another chance. Those things that you learned, that you knew you felt like would work well, and now having the opportunity to do some of those things, I'm also enjoying that process.
Speaking of getting another chance, can you talk about that partnership that you have with Penny and how her trusting you has affected your view on this job?
Yeah, no, Penny and I, we've communicated off and on for many years, just in terms of mutual respect as players. Penny's a significant player in WNBA history outside of just her championships as a general manager. And we see the game alike in a lot of ways. So oftentimes when we would touch base every year or so, I've gone to a lot of games over the years. I've gone to visit the team in the locker room a few times, and so we've always talked a lot about the team, what I see, what she sees, and that helps a great deal in terms of then getting into more substantial conversations about actually taking the job. That's important, I think, when you're thinking about working somewhere, having a great deal of respect and connection and relationship with people that are there, that you trust, that you enjoy working with. That's important. And Penny provided that for me, and she's been great to work with so far.
Obviously, systems sometimes can take players to different levels. Is there anybody on the roster that you see that now that you've got in camp and got a couple practice that you see that your system can maybe bring out something in them that maybe they didn't even know that they had in their game?
Great question. I mean, I guess we'll find out. I'm trying to, just help all of our players see that, if we can pay attention to detail and we can do some of the smallest, simplest things at a high level in terms of improving our spacing, in terms of putting passes on time and on target, in terms of communicating at a high level on defense, that is not always as much about the fancy system, whether it's the triangle, the UCLA, the flex. There are so many great ways to play basketball in terms of that part. But if you're not paying attention to detail and you're not executing, you're not setting good screens at the proper angles, none of it works. So I'm trying to, kind of impress upon them the importance of those things, and hopefully over time they'll see that actually is what changes your game in a lot of ways, not necessarily, this fancy X's and O's that the coaches bring to the table.
Your history in LA sports, and come back to LA and everybody knows who you are.
Yeah.
Does that help motivate these girls, women?
I mean, they probably can answer that better than me. What I try to tell them is that I'm their coach now, and most of what people know about me here in LA is come from my years as a player for the Lakers. And so a big part of this, I think, for me is reminding them that that's not who is coaching you now. I'm your coach. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a former Laker. I'm not any of that stuff. I'm the coach of the LA Sparks. Treat me that way. Communicate with me as your coach, and not as some guy that used to play that you got to treat a certain kind of way. And hopefully, I'll treat them the same way.
Time for one more.
A little bit on what we're going to expect to see from starting lineups in the next few games.
I wish I could. I mean, we have players that aren't here yet that hopefully will be here. We're bringing Kalani along. She had the right calf injury in the final game against Notre Dame, so we're bringing her along slowly. Elena and Candace, we're going to watch carefully. There's no reason to, overexert them at this point. But, for sure, Candace, NECA will definitely be in the front court on some level. And I think I'm still kind of open-minded about playing Sinead together with them and having Candace at the 3, or just having Candace and NECA up front, bringing Sinead off. And then, having maybe Tierra Pratt at the wing, and then some combination of guards from there. But the good part and the tough part is that we have a lot of good choices. So whoever we put out there to start, they'll need to do the job, to start the game the right way. But we got a lot of talent that's coming off the bench as well, and they'll get opportunities also.
So with Sinead, you're still going to be playing a little bit with her to see if she's better as a starter or as a second.
Yeah, just to see what works best for our team, what also allows room for everybody to be successful. Masha showed, she arrived from Russia yesterday, so this is her first day here. She's a player we have, high expectations for. She can play. We drafted Kalani up front, so our front court is crowded, and so just finding a way to make sure they each have an opportunity to, not just compete for minutes, but hopefully play in the game. That's what all players want to do. And Sinead, to her credit, is open to whatever's best for the team, and those are the type of players you want to have on your roster.
Any comment on the current state?